Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Somer Sports Podcast. I'm Benny and I'm here with
Brandon, Phillip.
And today let's get started with recapping some Somer sports.
Our first game we have on April 4th, the girls lacrosse team played Pleasantville and Pleasantville won 15-9.
Yeah, and for our second game, boys varsity lacrosse took on Ridgefield. Unfortunately, they did lose 15-7.
And then on April 7th, we had girls flag football. The Tuskers took on Fox Lane. That was a fun game I was able to call there along with Brandon. And it was the Tuskers who dominated from beginning to end, winning 44-6.
And then on April 8th, Somers fell to New Canaan 10-5 in varsity lacrosse.
And something to mention about New Canaan is they're one of the top teams in the nation for lacrosse, and the fact that we scored 5 on them, very impressive by this team. So next up, we have our tennis interview. All right, so today for our tennis interview, I am here with
Jaden,
Sam,
Landon.
Thank you all for coming today, and let's get started with the first question. I'll start with you, Jaden. So how long have you played tennis?
So I actually joined the team last year, but I did a few lessons in middle school with actually the varsity coach.
Huh.
I've been playing since third grade, on and off. I just really like this sport.
Yeah, similar to me, I've been playing around 3 years. Started in Club Fit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Why did each of you decide to play tennis when you first started?
I don't know, it was like a sport that worked out. I did baseball for a little bit, and it didn't really work for me, and I wanted a somewhat similar kind of athletic sport without going too overboard, and tennis worked out for me.
I feel tennis is a pretty interesting sport, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, I just love tennis so much. I love racket sports, like pickleball, and I love that stuff.
Yeah.
The feeling to be able to hold the racket, it just.
All right, and for each of your matches, what do all of you do to prepare for your games?
A lot of running and just practice each individual piece, like serving, and actually hitting it in the right spot.
All right.
Before every game, Landon, he leads the stretch circle, and we have to stretch for 30 minutes to just get ready before the game, and we just mentally prepare.
You just said I do stretches, right? I do the calf stretches.
The calf stretches. Oh yeah.
You got to do the calf stretch to really loosen it up to make sure you serve really hard. So
we also all go to the gym usually every day, even if there's not. It's getting a little off topic, but we do work out every day. The tennis team. Sorry.
All right. What do each of you do on your own to improve as a player? Well, I know you guys have already talked about this a little bit, but just a little more into detail.
It's kind of just I guess, a little bit of watching on television, and then also just, I don't know, I guess just work on each thing individually at home. For example, for the serve, just tossing it straight up.
As I already mentioned, we work out every day, to get ready, and then we also will play tennis. We'll go just on a lot of running, we just exercise a lot and just work very hard and just a lot of exercising.
I play around every day, so an hour a day.
At least,
yeah.
Plus the gym
What do you think is your most important traits in a quality tennis player?
Perseverance and sportsmanship. You're always going to lose matches, and I think that was definitely a thing for me last year. You just got to, accept it and say, good game to each player.
Most important trait, probably being able to hit the ball, because you have to hit the ball a lot in tennis. So,
you said sportsmanship.
Mm-hmm.
I got the sportsmanship award when I was
freshman, right? Was it freshman?
A sophomore, freshman.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's a very big quality to have.
Awesome.
And so next question is, while you're playing tennis, and the ball comes at you fast, how do you manage to return it as many times as you can? What strategies or methods do you all use?
Sometimes, especially in doubles, the other person's there, to get it. If you can't, I don't know. It's just like a challenge every time. What about you guys?
Usually what I do, I just think about, to the team captain, to the advice that he's given us, and I just, when I'm about to hit the ball, I just think of him, and I just think of him, and I just hit the ball over.
With me, focusing is just really, really important. Basically, planning your feet, getting set, moving your feet a lot is really important.
All right, and could you tell us a little bit about what life on the Somers tennis team is like for each of you?
Practically every day, you go out, practice, or play a game. And you always have to work around the time. Sometimes it's 2:30, sometimes it's 3:30. You just gotta be able to make it every time and be there.
It's pretty rough. We get there, we got to do like 50 suicides. We leave, another 50 suicides, and then even on the weekends he'll call us up and he'll be like, "All right, you got to do your weekend suicides." It's a lot of work, and we work out. We have to go to the gym every day. Just a lot of work.
Yeah, I was going to say just like at least 20 push-ups every practice, running back and forward. And then, we shuffle for 20 minutes because tennis is a lot of moving. It's a lot of sprinting around.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All the practice always makes it better.
Of course.
And final question is, what is your most proudest moment as a tennis player?
I guess just every time I've accepted the loss or whatever, or the win even, and just moving on, I think, and always being able to shake the person's hand.
All right.
My proudest moment is probably when I beat Landon over here in a 1v1. I was pretty proud of that. It was a pretty good moment.
Okay.
My proudest achievement on the tennis team is just having a great team behind me, being the captain, of course. I like to be a great leader, great person they look up to.
I look up to
and I'm excited for the rest of the season to go, 10-0. Yeah,
probably
right. Yeah. Well, good luck and thank you all for coming in today.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. You.
Thank you, Benny.
All right, so next up we are on to our main portion of the episode, and today we will be doing our mock drafts for the upcoming NFL draft, something I've been looking forward to do all season long, since starting this club, something I've had in mind, and let's get started. So we have our mock drafts up, and first pick this year's draft is the Tennessee Titans, and I got them. I think this is obvious. It's already kind of known that they're taking him first overall. I think they're going to take Cam Ward first overall from Florida. Just a great pick. They need a quarterback, and he's the top quarterback in the draft class and a generational talent. I think he's a great fit for this Titans team that is trying to rebuild, so I got Cam Ward going first. Alright, so now on to pick number 2. I have the Browns, and as much as I would like to see the Patriots get him, I think it's going to be the Browns who are going to take him here, one of the best players in this draft class, maybe the best. I think they're going to take Travis Hunter second overall. Yes, some people are saying quarterback may be the right choice here for the Browns, but they do have Kenny Pickett and Deshaun Watson. They are paying Deshaun Watson a lot of money, and I still think they're going to stick with Watson, especially if Travis Hunter is available here too. Now, the third pick, I have the New York Giants, and with the third pick, I think they're going to go quarterback. Yes, they have Russ Wilson and Jameis Winston, but they do also have to get ready for the future. So I think they go Sharon Sanders here, third overall. After that, we have the Patriots, fourth overall, and I think they're going to take Carter here, getting help on the line. It's going to help the Patriots a ton, as much as they wanted Hunter, and Hunter would have been a good fit. I think Carter is the next best option. Patriots take Carter, fourth overall. Following that up, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, and going fifth overall. And I think they're going to go defense here. I see them taking Mason Graham here. Now we got the Raiders, and Raiders need a running back, and Genty is one of the top running backs here, losing Jacobs, and I think that would be a great fit for the position. They also possibly could go quarterback here, looking to the future after Geno Smith, but especially since the two top options are no longer available on the board, I think Genty makes the most sense here for the Raiders. Following that up, we have the Jets, who, especially now with Justin Fields as their quarterback, they're going to need more help on the O-line. And I think they're going to take Menu from Missouri, 7th overall. Next up, we have the Panthers, and Panthers, another team that also needs help on their O-line. They got some good receivers, but they also may go tight end here, but I think they're going to take Will Campbell, 8th overall. Another team needs help on O-line. And then now, picking number 9th, we have the New Orleans Saints, and I got the Saints. I think they could go McMillan here. They do have great wide receivers, but they could possibly boost them up and get McMillan, but I think they're going to go with Walker from Georgia. And then 10th overall, I got the Bears, and I think the Bears go. They already have Komet. They're great on offense for receivers. I think they're going to look more into defense here, and I could see that, or the O-line. O-line was a bit of an issue for the Bears last year. I think they're going to go Banks here with the 10th pick. And just to add one more in, the 49ers are at 11, and I think this is where McMillan, one of the top receivers in the draft class, could be the top receiver if Hunter decides to go as a defensive player, cornerback, most likely. And I think if he does or if he doesn't, I think I see McMillan going 11th to the 49ers, but he could very well go higher as well.
All right, so now on to my mock draft. Number 1 overall pick by the Titans. I mean, I think this is pretty obvious. I do think it's going to be Cameron Ward. He's a great quarterback. I don't see him being a generational talent. I think he's good, but I don't know if he's going to be that good. I think he's serviceable. He can get the job done and replace Will Levis, who's the walking highlight reel. And 2nd overall, I do have Abdul Carter going to the Cleveland Browns. They don't have that bad of a quarterback situation. They do have Kenny Pickett, and they still have Deshaun Watson. So maybe Kenny Pickett could have a chance here, and I think this would be great. Just so maybe he could prove his worth, and if not, they could probably trade for someone towards the middle of the season. 3rd overall, I have the Giants taking cornerback / wide receiver Travis Hunter. I think he will be a great addition. Him and Malik Neighbors will do good. I don't have them taking Shador here, just because I don't really think they need quarterback. They just signed Russ. They just signed Jameis. I mean, they have a good quarterback room. I think it's really good just for them. And 4th overall, I think for the Patriots, they're going to be giving Drake May some offensive help, some more time to get the ball out. So I have them going Armand Membu from Missouri. I think this will be a great pick. Give him some time to throw the ball and maybe get some more rushing yards. It'll help out the running back and the receiver. And then 5th overall, the Jacksonville Jaguars. They don't need a quarterback. They have Trevor Lawrence. He's serviceable. So I have them going Mason Graham from Michigan, the defensive lineman. I think he's a great player. I could see him maybe going to the Patriots, maybe into the Giants. I do think that he's that good of a player. And now on to our 6th overall pick by the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, I think this is pretty obvious. This should be Ashton Jeanty from Boise State. He's a great running back overall. And honestly, they need help. They lost Jacobs, and now they're 1-2 punches like Zamir White, and you don't even know who the rest is. So now on to our 7th overall pick by the Jets. I have the Jets taking Will Campbell from LSU. LSU always produces great offensive talent, and I think that Will Campbell will be good. Give Justin Fields some more time, hopefully to get the ball out to prove his worth, and I think that he's really going to be a good addition to that offense. And 8th overall, I have Jalen Walker. I don't see them going a quarterback from the Carolina Panthers. They have Bryce Young. He's been showing potential, but they need help. They need help defensively, offensively, and I think this is just the smartest pick they can make here. So 9th overall, I do have the Saints taking Shador Sanders. The salary cap for the Saints is horrific. It is horrible. I don't know how they're still paying so many people right now. So if they do this, they could restructure Derek Carr's contract, save up so much money, and they're going to be paying Shador on a rookie deal to help save that money. 10th overall, I have Tyler Warren to the Bears. I think this will be a great pick. I'm not too sure if I like it, though, because they do have Cole Kmet. He has been good, but I'm thinking they can get some good trade value off him. He is coming, I think, on his 5th season. He has produced some. He hasn't produced that much. I mean, with Caleb, with all those weapons around him, I do think that the Bears are striving towards a younger offense, especially with the new Lions offensive coordinator as their head coach. I think that'll be great. And 11th overall from the San Francisco 49ers, I do have them taking Walter Nolan, actually. I was thinking about giving them Matthew Golden. They just lost Debo. Brandon Ayuk's getting up there. And they do have some young rookie receivers, but I have them going Walter Nolan. They could use some help on the D-line. They lost so many defensive players this season. And 12th overall, I have the final pick that I'm going to be making. The Dallas Cowboys selecting Amarian Hampton. The Dallas Cowboys running back room is honestly not that bad. I liked what we saw. Ezekiel Elliott was he was doing serviceable. All the other running backs doing good. Rico Dowdle having a stud year, but I don't really think that they're going to make a move outside of running back.
Yeah, onto my top 10 mock draft picks. So number 1, Tennessee. I have them taking Cameron Ward right away. Wasting no time there. Next we have Cleveland. I have Cleveland taking Travis Hunter. And then Giants. They have quarterbacks, but they're not great. They're all mid at best. And I see take Shedeur Sanders so that Russell Wilson can kind of coach him. And then eventually Russell Wilson will move on either to another team or probably retire, and Shedeur Sanders will take over as QB1 for the Giants. So I have him going at 3rd overall with the Giants. Then on to the Patriots. Yeah, they're going to want some O-line there, so they're going to go with Armand Bamboo. Round 1, pick 5. Jaguars going with the defensive line, Mason Graham. On to Las Vegas with the 6th pick. I have them taking wide receiver Tataria McMillan. Next, on to the Jets. They're going to be taking Will Campbell from LSU. Carolina Panthers with the 8th pick. They're going to take Abdul Carter. He's number 2 overall, but I have him going later than probably expected, around pick 8. Then we're up to New Orleans Saints. I am taking Jahaid Barron from Texas. And then Chicago Bears taking Ashton Jansen from Boise State as the 10th pick.
Yeah, and I just want to mention another prediction I have for the draft is I think Jackson Dart is going to go in the first round, but I think he's going to be taken by the Steelers. This is going to be, regardless if they have Rodgers at that time or not, either to sit behind Rodgers and learn from him for a following year, or they may need a quarterback if they haven't signed Rodgers yet. And yeah, so I think he goes there. Any other predictions you guys have?
Honestly, I do see the Steelers possibly trading up for a quarterback. If Aaron Rodgers continues, to be stubborn or to not sign, I do see them maybe trading with the Giants, getting some key players off of that. They're only going to, I know they'll be going back a lot, but if they could get back, 20 spots and get some good value out of that, I think the Steelers would make a good move there.
Yeah, and yeah, so that pretty much wraps it up for our episode today. We are the Somer Sports Broadcasting Club.
See you next week.
Boys varsity lacrosse has started as Somers. Wait, Matt Mayfield's going to get that for the Tuskers. Finds Iglesias, and it goes in. What a start for the season. And number 16 of Dylan Mendez is going to get it in for the Tuskers. The Tuskers took 8 seconds to get on the board. A goal already for the Tuskers as they are going to take a 1-0 lead.